Hi, I'm CJ Gilbert, the Website Safari Guy. I help entrepreneurs and business owners better use their website to better support their business. If you think of your website like a tool to support your business, you can attract more customers, make more sales, and improve your customer service. All of these things add up to help you save time, save money, and ultimately serve your clients better, faster, and easier. This tip is a special tip just for the productive and independent doer entrepreneurs group. I'm pulling ideas, tips, techniques, and resources out of my show, Ask a Web Geek, and delivering to you just the golden nugget that I think is going to help you the most this week to improve your business. Let me know if you have any questions. You can check out the full show at askawebgeek.com. Here's today's tip. Today, I have a caution for you. I have a caution and something I want to go over with you. I want to talk to you about domain names, and I want you to be aware of how they work and what you need to be on the lookout for, because there is somewhat of a scam going on right now. And it's not exactly a scam. It's deceptive advertising is what it is. I don't like the way that these companies are approaching you. And let me tell you what's happening. Let me tell you the story. My clients, I've seen this several times. Every now and then a client will send me a letter that they've gotten in the mail. And they'll say, is this legitimate? Is this a thing I need to pay attention to? What is this? What am I looking at? And I got one of those letters this last week, and I wanted to share it with you. So here's what the letter looks like, and I'm gonna pull it up here on my big slide in a second. This is what the letter looks like, and I got this in the mail, and it's got all my information on it, so I can show this one to you because it's got my domain and my name here on it. So look at this. Look at this letter, and at the very top it says domain name expiration notice. And there's a bunch of companies that do this. So if you get one of these in the mail, it may not be from the same company. This one is from Internet Domain Name Services. Doesn't that sound legitimate? Doesn't that sound like something that you should be really concerned about? And it's called domain name expiration notice. And what they're doing is they're preying off of people's pure ignorance. And I don't use ignorance in a derogatory sense. I just mean it like you don't know something. If you don't know something, you're ignorant of that fact. That doesn't mean that you're a stupid person. It just means you don't have that piece of information. So that's what I'm here to do, is share with you some information. If you get one of these in the mail, it may not be a legitimate notice from your domain name registrar that you need to pay attention to. So that's kind of the whole point. End of show. Have a great week. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to go over a little bit more. But the point is, you may get something very official in the mail that looks like you need to pay this company money, but it's a scam. See, it's not exactly a scam. It's deceptive advertising. This is an advertisement, but it looks like an invoice that you need to pay attention to. And that's why I don't like it. It's sent to you as an invoice, but it's an advertisement. And I'm going to go over, I'm going to share what that looks like here in a second. And I'm going to go over some ideas with you on how to not be fooled. Okay, let me show you what this letter looks like. I'm going to come back to these slides in a second, but let me just give you a close-up view. Here's what the letter looks like. It's from Internet Domain Name Services. It's titled Domain Name Expiration Notice. And the fact is, I bet most people won't read this. They're not going to read all the words. And even if they do, they're not going to understand all the words. So they're going to be deceived. Now, I want to direct your attention. You can't see my cursor on the screen like this. So I'll do it this way. Okay, so I'm holding the letter here in my hand. And in this third paragraph down, it's got a single line that's bolded. It says, "This notice is not a bill." This notice is not a bill. They have to put this kind of language somewhere. There's going to be, if you get one of these in the mail, look it over, because there's going to be something on it that says, this is not an invoice. This is not a bill. This is an advertisement. Something like that. That's the only way that it becomes legal for them to do this. They have a single sentence somewhere that says, this one says, this notice is not a bill. It is rather an easy means of payment should you decide to switch your domain name registration. So what's happening here, folks, is these companies are looking to steal your domain name registration. They want you to pay them to register your domain name instead of the company you're already using. So they're going to send you what looks like a bill to renew your domain name, but if you fill this out and send it to them, they're going to charge you, number one, probably more than you're already paying. Number two, they will then be the registration company for your domain name, and I don't know if I feel comfortable with you doing that, especially if they're using these deceptive practices. I think this is deceptive, and I don't like it because people don't know where their domain name is, and they could easily be fooled by this official looking, oh, it's an invoice. Oh, my domain name is up for registration. I better pay this company to take care of that for me. This drives me crazy because it's deceptive. So here's a couple facts. I want to give you a couple facts today. Here's the second page of what this looks like, by the way. I'll let me bring that back to you here so you can see. Here's what the bottom of the page looks like. So as you can see, they're offering to renew this domain name for me. They're going to charge me $50 for 1 year, or I can get 2 years and pay $90 and supposedly save $10. Or if I want to pay for 5 years, I will supposedly save $60. And they also are recommending that I purchase these other domain names to protect my domain name from being duplicated. So as you can see here, this is a very official looking notice. This looks like an invoice, and it's deceptive because you do have to have a domain name. You do have to have it registered. You do need to renew it yearly. And to top it off, this is nearly public information, which means this company can look it up. They can see when your domain name is officially up for renewal, and then they're going to send you this letter a month to 2 months ahead of time letting you know your domain name is coming up for renewal. You can pay us to renew it. Now, that's true. Your domain name probably is coming up for renewal. And what is also true, you could pay them to renew it for you, but you'll be transferring your domain name to them, and you don't necessarily want to do that. So here's a couple facts around this. Domain names renew yearly, but you should know who your registration company is. You should know your registrar. Okay, there's a couple big names. Maybe you have GoDaddy, HostGator, Network Solutions. There's a bunch of companies out there that you could have your domain name registered with and still get this kind of a letter in the mail. Hey, your domain name's coming up for renewal. Pay us $50 a year. So you don't need to be fooled by that. And I'm going to give you a couple tips, and I'm also just going to offer myself to you as a resource. So I don't want you to be fooled by these scam letters, this deceptive advertisement, and I want you to know who your registrar is. You may not know who your registration company is, and if you don't, I want to offer you a resource of how you can find out. So look at my slide here, CentralOps.net. That is one of the resources you can use to look up your domain name and see where it's registered. Garrison is writing in the comments, I have received probably 8 over the past 10 years or so. Thanks for bringing light to this problematic advertising practice. Yeah, I don't like this. It drives me crazy. And and my customers write me and say, I got this letter. What does this mean? Is this from you? No, it's not. They're trying to steal your business, and I won't stand for it. Let me show you this website called CentralOps.net. I'm going to take you to, so many windows. Okay, let me take you to my browser over here. Where's my browser? Here it is. Here's the Ask a WebGeek website at askawebgeek.com. Okay, so here's one of the tools I'm recommending, CentralOps, CentralOps.net. So you can go here. You can pop in any domain name you want to. I'm just going to use my own for fun. gilbertstudios.com and hit go. You see, domain names are publicly registered. So anybody can look at this information. I probably shouldn't be sharing this right on a video, but I'm gonna, because I'm crazy that way. So here it shows when the domain name renews, when it expires, how long it's been registered, and who the company is that owns it. Now, if you are not using a privacy protection option with your registrar, your name and address could be published right here. So that's my recommendation for you. First, right off the gate, come to this website, CentralOps.net, put in your domain name and just see what comes up. See what address is being published for yourself. If you're a home-based business, it might be your home, and you didn't even know that you were publishing that information online and that it's so publicly available. So check it out. You can also see a whole bunch of other things where the name servers and mail servers are sent to. That information is helpful for me if I'm helping you with your domain name. But the bottom line is it's publicly available. People can get to this information right here. And so you should be aware of what is being shown for your domain name. So go ahead and come to CentralOps.net. Use what they call their domain dossier. This site is totally okay for you to use. And pop in your domain name and just see what's coming up there. Okay? I will pause for questions if our studio audience has any questions. But first of all, know who your registrar is. That way, when you get one of these letters in the mail from the Internet Domain Name Service, what a great name for a company, by the way, right? I think I'm going to open a company and call it Your Domain Name Registrar. No, really, we really are. We really are your domain registrar. That's my new company, guys. And I'm going to send these letters out to everyone. No, I'm not. I hate that. I hate this practice. That's why I'm telling you about it today. It's deceptive and I don't like it. So here's the facts. Domain names renew every year. You can register them for a couple years in advance. You should do that, but I don't want you to register it for 2 to 3 years and then forget how it works, and then in 2 to 3 years get one of these letters and switch your company over to there. So don't be fooled. Know where you're registered now. Know what information is being shown. Address, phone number, email address. Those things could be publicly published with your domain name information. So that's what I wanted to share with you, and I've got a couple other things to share with you, but that's the bottom line. These letters are going out. They look very official, but it is a deceptive advertisement. This company does not own your domain name. This company has nothing to do with my domain name, but they want me to pay them $50 a year to renew it. That's why I'm bringing it to your attention. So make sure you know where your domain name is registered, and make sure you know what information you're putting out there with your domain name. Could be your home address, phone number, email address. You should know about that. What else do I want to share with you on this topic? I showed you this letter. Drives me crazy. You want to see me rant about something? This is it. Ah, gosh, I hate companies that do this to you. You're struggling through the jungle, and all of a sudden you get something like this, right? This crocodile came out of nowhere, and you may not even know it's a crocodile. It's trying to bite your leg. Drives me crazy. How do you feel about it, CJ? Well, you know what? I'm upset about it. So, but you know what? I'm glad that you're here with me this morning so we can talk about it. If you want to see more, you can check out the whole show at askawebgeek.com. Don't wait for it, work for it. Thanks for being a part of the Productive and Independent Doer Entrepreneurs Group. My name is CJ Gilbert, the website Safari Guide, inviting you to Ask a Web Geek. See you next time. The internet's a jungle. Roar.